All right, let's see. Oh, I got an email from Isaac called Go Pack Go. He knows I'm a big Packers fan. I wonder what he has to say.
Hey, Mr. Dick, your Packers lose? It's pretty great, huh? Couldn't imagine being a Packers fan right now. Imagine losing. Imagine losing. Like, you cry in a corner, eat your cheese, as most people in Wisconsin do while they watch the Packers lose. It's pretty great, you know? Pretty great feeling for me, hating the Packers and all of that.
Well, somebody just got an F this week.
Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly, learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome one and welcome all to this week's episode of the Shamrock News.
Hopefully you all got an opportunity to join in on our game day.
Now it's time for the show.
I'm Mr. Dix, aka Mr. Dix.
I'm Dylan, aka the villain.
And I'm Fallon, aka Vibe Lights.
Let's start this week with news of the January edition of the Rowe Zine.
The winter edition of the Rowe Middle School Zine is here. Released last Friday, the Zine is 124 pages long, filled with beautiful art and incredible writing from Rowe Middle School students and staff members.
We divided the zine into multiple sections this time. There's student submissions, which features work that students submitted on their own.
There's the Eye of a Creature section, which is a unit from Miss Jones's class.
There's also surrealism, identity layers, and landmark symmetry, which are also units from Mrs. Jones's art class.
Finally, we feature the People of Rowe writing and the Google slide animation videos from Mr. Dick's Media Arts class. We'd like to take some time to thank Fallon Moss for curating the Zine, and we'd like to thank Miss Jones and her students for the awesome and inspiring work they created.
If you'd like to check the zine out for yourself, go to our Rowe Middle School Big Link, our official school website, or your Google Classroom grade level hub.
And if you're looking through this and thinking, I wish I had submitted something, don't worry, we'll be announcing how to submit for the Spring Zine soon.
Thank you to everyone who has contributed or viewed the winter edition of the Rowe Zine so far.
This week's quote comes from the activist for women, children, and human rights, Malala Yousafzai.
Malala was born July 12, 1997 in Mangora, Pakistan, where she grew up with her two brothers Atal and Kushal Yousafzai.
Malala very recently graduated from the University of Oxford in 2020. There, she earned her philosophy, politics, and economics degree.
On October 9, 2012, Malala was critically shot on a bus on the way home from school. She was just 15 years old.
She was shot by Taliban terrorists because she was fighting for girls' rights to go to school and get a better education.
2 years later, after she survived her shooting, she won the Nobel Peace Prize at 17. She is the youngest person ever to win this spectacular award.
So, this week's quote is, "They cannot stop me. I will get my education. If it is in the home, school, or any place." Comes from Malala Yousafzai.
This quote cannot relate to us any more than now.
Even though we are all doing online school, we still have to put in our best effort to get the best out of our education.
Just remember how hard people like Malala fight for your right to be in school.
Never take the advantage of the education you have and are continuing to get.
So just remember this quote, "They cannot stop me. I will get my education, if it is in this home, school, or any place," from Malala Yousafzai. And always remember to make the best out of your education.
Thanks so much for watching your Clover Quote of the Week.
School Board Appreciation Month, and we'd like to take this time in January to honor and appreciate our NCST School Board members.
January is School Board Appreciation Month, and we like to take some time to show some love and appreciation to the North Clackamas School Board members.
Though we may not see them in our building or in our Google Classroom meets, they're incredibly important in our school community.
These members are officials elected by our community to an unpaid school board position where they make all kinds of important decisions.
They discuss boundary lines, they honor students and educators, they decide budgets, and they approve new teachers and administrators.
This year, their job is especially hard because they'll be hiring a new superintendent for our district.
They're also looking at all the data metrics and studies that help us decide where we're going to go back to school.
It's an incredibly difficult job, and we appreciate their willingness to take on these tasks for our community's benefit.
So we'd like to thank you.
Thank you for keeping our physical and mental health in mind when you're making decisions about returning to school.
Thank you for advocating for students.
Thank you for listening to our community's concerns and desires.
And thank you for all the other hard work you do in order to ensure we have the best educational experience.
Thank you, school board members, for all that you do for our community.
Thank you, school board members.
Thank you, school board members.
Thank you to the school board members and all you do for our community.
Thank you, school board members.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you to all the school board members, and I really appreciate you guys still working through this pandemic. I really appreciate all of you, and I hope you're all doing well. Stay safe.
Thank you, school board members. Happy School Board Appreciation Month. That was better than I expected.
So, you want to play chess? Well, I have some good news for you. The Boys and Girls Club is hosting a Chess for Success Club as part of the Rowe Middle School after-school program. Chess is a wonderful game of strategy, planning, and skill. If you'd like to develop these areas, then chess is the game for you. The club meets Tuesdays and Fridays at 4:30 p.m. and is open to all Rowe Middle School students. The club is accepting of all skill levels, which means we want you to join whether you're out here castling or you don't even know how a knight moves. Everybody is welcome to join us as we teach the game and have some fun playing against each other. Just join the Boys and Girls Club after-school program on Tuesdays and Fridays using the Meet link from their website. Remember, you can get to the website by going to your grade level hub in Google Classroom or using our Rowe Middle School Big Link. So, if you want to get your pawns and bishops moving to protect your king, join us for Chess for Success on Tuesdays and Fridays after school at 4:30 p.m.
Milwaukee Academy of the Arts will be hosting a Zoom Q&A session for students who are interested in attending the school as freshmen next year.
The Milwaukee Academy of the Arts, otherwise known as MA, is now accepting applications for incoming freshmen.
MA is a small charter school within Milwaukee High School where students engage in art-based core classes.
These students also have access to the entire elective catalog of Milwaukee High School students.
MA will be holding a virtual house on Zoom on Tuesday, February 2nd at 5 p.m. and Thursday, February 4th at 7 p.m.
Students and their pupils will learn more about the program and be able to ask questions as well.
The meeting will be a Zoom meeting, so head over to Google Classroom and your grade level hub and look for the code.
For more information, visit the Milwaukee Academy of the Arts website posted below.
So if you're a student who's looking for a smaller school with arts-based classes, as well as access to lots of different electives,
MAA might be the place for you.
Clackamas County Libraries participate in a summer reading program.
The program encourages youth to take some time to read during these warm summer months. Each year, libraries in the Clackamas County look for help from local teens to design the teen summer reading artwork. Young artists ages 12 to 18 can submit their original artwork for this year's theme, Reading Colors Your World. The winning entry will receive a $100 cash prize and be used countywide for 2021 teen summer reading materials.
You'll need to submit your original artwork that represents this summer's theme, Reading Colors Your World.
The art needs to be submitted by January 31st, 2021. Here are the details and guidelines for the art. It must be on 8.5 by 11 paper or digitally sized to those dimensions. It can't feature any words and it must be in color. Computer-generated images may be used but must be original. And the limit is 2 entries per contestant.
A prize will be awarded for first place, and honorable mentions may also be recognized. Artwork may be showcased on the lincc.org website and/or websites belonging to the LINCC member libraries for up to 1 year.
The first prize is a $100 cash gift card. The possible honorable mention prize is a $25 cash gift card. In order to submit your art, you'll need to go to the Leading Library website and access their Google form. They'll ask you to upload your artwork, so either take a picture of your artwork and attach it to the file, or upload the digital image. If you need help with this part, set up an office hours meeting with Mr. Dix and he can help you out.
So if you're an artist and you'd like the opportunity to feature your art,
and maybe even win some money, then submit your art to the Leading Library Teen Art Contest.
Our last movie night was so successful that we figured we'd have another one. Check out how to vote for what we watch and when to join us.
Our last movie night was an incredible success.
We gathered together and had about 25 students, along with their families, and Mr. Dix and Miss Draymond join in and watch the movie.
Folks grabbed their popcorn and their refreshments and their snacks and joined the Google Meet to watch the movie.
And since we had so much fun last time, I'd like to do it again.
So on Friday, February 5th at 5 p.m., we'll be holding another Rowe Middle School movie night.
Go into your Google Classroom grade level hubs to vote on which movie we will be watching. The theme is princesses. Please vote for The Princess Bride. I don't know if it's an option. It is the best princess movie.
There was a heated debate in the weekly Shamrock News meeting about whether movies that featured a princess helping a prince get his life together were the same movies with a princess as the protagonist.
We determined they are not, but princes who are a mess until a princess comes along and fixes them might be an interesting future movie theme.
So, you'll get an opportunity to vote for which princess movie you'd like to watch.
And to find the instructions on how to join the Google Meet when the time comes.
And that time is Friday, February 5th at 5 p.m.
Be sure to vote and we'll see you there.
There is an aura emanating from me. It is an aura of illiteracy. Put this in the final cut.
We miss sports.
And right now, most of us aren't playing basketball, football, or any other competitive sport at the moment.
However, that doesn't mean we can't have some sports level fun.
So we're throwing out a virtual horse competition.
For those who don't know, horse is a basketball competition where people try to make difficult shots so that their opponent has to shoot the same difficult shots.
Although we're not necessarily going to be playing against each other,
we do want to see your difficult shots.
That's right, we want you to film your tough basketball shots and share them with the Shamrock News.
So if you've got access to a hoop,
film yourself shooting your three-pointers,
wacky layups,
zany trick shots,
and if you don't have access to a hoop in basketball,
then use a wad of paper and a garbage can.
Or throw dirty laundry into a clothes hamper.
Hey!
Or even a pair of socks into your siblings' circled up arms.
Film yourself explaining the shot and making the shot, and then send it to Mr. Dix so we can put it in the Shamrock News.
So if you miss sports, particularly basketball,
and if you want to participate in some friendly sports action,
then join us in our virtual horse competition.
Also, we'd like to give a shout out to Rowe student Carter L. for giving us this idea.
Let's get buckets, Rowe!
The Milwaukee High School Choir Program is looking for students to join them next year at the high school.
More than ever, we need art and music to get us through challenging times and to bring us together. If you felt disconnected this year, you're not alone. Imagine performing in some of the most spectacular places while building lifelong friendships and having a real impact on your community. Our choir program is growing, and we want to see you there. You matter, every single one of you. Contrary to what you may have been told, everyone can learn to sing. We welcome all voice types and all walks of life. This is a place where you belong. Forecasting is coming up fast, but you still have time to sign up for one of our many choirs. If you'd like to learn more about our music program or to get in touch, head on over to williedolan.com. Ahora más que nunca, necesitamos del arte y la música para superar estos tiempos difíciles y unirnos más. Si te sientes desconectado, no estás solo. Imagina tener la oportunidad de actuar en algunos de los lugares más espectaculares mientras van desarrollando amistades para toda la vida. A la vez, tienen un impacto real en su comunidad. Nuestro programa de música está creciendo y queremos invitarlos a que sean parte de él. Al contrario de lo que les han dicho, ustedes son muy importantes. Cada uno tiene la capacidad de aprender a cantar. Le damos la bienvenida a todo tipo de voces y de todos ámbitos de vida. Este es un lugar al que todos pertenecen. Los pronósticos de clases se acercan rápidamente, pero aún tienen tiempo para inscribirte a uno de nuestros grupos de canto. Para comunicarse con nosotros o si deseas más información sobre nuestro programa de música, favor de visitar nuestra página de web.
Thanks for joining us, Rowe Middle School.
You. Next time on the Shamrock News.
Same Shamrock time, same Shamrock place.
Peace!